There are some veterans out there that still haven't found jobs. Yeah. Two of them being Cam Newton and Jameis Winston. And you'll love this stat, TV. Mike Berger, who does our research, you guys all know him. I'm going to give him a little credit for this. Gave me a stat the other day that since 1950, so 70 years, there have been two players who've won a Heisman Trophy, a national championship in college, and been the number one overall pick in the NFL draft. Both of them are available right now, Cam Newton and Jameis Winston. Neither guy has a job. Wow. And you don't look at it, you go, wow, with the way this draft is going, they may not find a job beforehand, TB. Where do you think they can go right now, and what can they do? Where should they go?
I would say this. Of the two quarterbacks we're talking about, the one I would want on my team is Jameis Winston.
Why?
I believe Jameis wants to be great for the right reason. He wants to be great because he wants to win championships. He has a hard work ethic. I've known him in the offseason. I've seen him in the offseason. I've spoken with him. I really like him, and I've said this a number of times, that if I could coach him, I could help him. I guarantee I could help him be a better quarterback. Just a lot of good things about Jameis Winston that I like. Cam, on the other hand, a lot of beating, he's taken a lot of punishment, got a shoulder injury, wrong fall, he's out again. I don't have a problem with his personality because my wife and I were talking this morning, and we were talking about the quarterbacks, and I said, if one thing I've done at 71 years, I've adapted now. I've accepted these young kids and the way they are, and that's good for me. And I like Cam Newton. Matter of fact, I like him a lot. But the injury thing to that shoulder is really scary.
Yeah, this is probably going to come down to the fact that Cam's been beat up the last 3 years and is turning 31. Jameis just turned 26 in January, has no injury history. He is what he is as a quarterback. You said you think you can work on that, and I'm sure a lot of teams will. You might have to go somewhere as a number 2 for a while and figure it out in the long run.
The very thing that Terry just talked about, that in Jameis's, you don't say, what's the first thing that pops in your head with Jameis Winston?
Turnovers.
Turnovers for sure, but it's not work hard at it to be great. But in reality, what you're hearing now out of Tampa Bay is Jameis, in fact, was a hard worker and worked every bit as hard as Peyton Manning and Luck. And that's saying a lot because those two guys worked extremely hard. And that was their reference point. I think the thing in Tampa Bay was you've got a coach who's on the back end of it, who's probably in his last stop, hasn't won a championship as a head coach. He's been coach of the year and doesn't have the time to wait for him to not throw 30 interceptions, put the defense in a bad position, put the offense in a bad position. That team could have very easily been a 10-win football team.
Listen to the 30 interceptions. And, Jimmy, I definitely want to hear what you got to say. Of the 30 interceptions, 5 to 8 of those weren't his fault. So if you just take –
you can always say that about any quarterback, though, right?
Yeah. But in this case, look, I threw a lot of interceptions, fellas. I fell on the sword. They weren't all my fault, but I fell on the sword. But if you say 30 touchdown passes and 25 interceptions, he's not looking for a job and he's not leaving Tampa. Seriously.
Hey, Kurt, I know we got to go to a break, but that's about like the guy being late, but it really wasn't his fault. He was late, but it wasn't his fault.
It was the traffic jam that at 5:30 in the morning that slowed him down.
For the best access, perspective, and personalities in all of sports, follow us at Fox Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.